Hello guys, hope you're all well. Today I wanted to show you one of the best pieces of gear that I bought recently, and certainly one of the most useful. This is the Bluguitar AMP1, engineered by German guitarist Thomas Blug. This, believe it or not, is a 100-watt amp, but in a pedal format. It's extremely light. You can put it in your gig bag, you can gig with it, obviously, and you can use it in your studio like I did today. So let's have a look at some features and listen to some sounds. This is the front panel of the unit itself. We have 4 different channels: clean, vintage, classic and modern. Clean, obviously, it's clean. Vintage is slightly distorted, more like a sort of 70s sound. Classic is a little bit more distorted than the vintage channel, something like 80s, 90s type of sound, and then modern is a metal sound. I can switch between the channels with this foot switch, and I can just switch between 2 at a time. So for example, clean to vintage, or I can choose another channel with this dial, like that. Moving on, we have overdrive section, master and gain, and then a shared EQ section, bass, middle and treble for all 4 channels. Then a reverb, and the master control, the master volume. I usually keep it on 1 when I practice, which is already pretty loud, but I mean, this thing is actually a 100-watt amp in a pedal format. It can get really, really loud. And this is the tube, the actual tube. This unit runs on one single tube, it's called a nanotube. Okay, so on the back you have the power plug, the MIDI remote connection, speaker connection, either 16 or 8 ohm, recording out if you want to go direct into an interface, for example, and then effects return, send a return, and your guitar input. On the side you have control for your boost button, so if you want to increase the gain of the boost, you can do that. This acts more like a gain boost, not so much as a volume boost, I noticed. Then you have the volume control, additional volume control for the modern channel, and a tone control as well. Volume and tone control for the classic channel, and then a tone control for the clean channel. You can select if the effects loop is serial or parallel, and then 3 stages of noise gate, off, and then a soft noise gate or a metal noise gate. The other awesome piece of gear that I use to record my track is this little box here. It's called the BLUBOX Speaker Emulator IR, and which works best with the Bluguitar AMP1. So you simply connect the amp to this, and you basically can record awesome guitar sound without the actual need of a real cab, because this is basically a cab simulator with 16 different type of guitar cabinets. So you have, for example, a 1x12 tweed, silver, 1x12, black 2x12. So you have a whole selection of 1x12, 2x12, and also 4x12 guitar cabinets, which are modeled straight from Thomas Blug own cab collection. So with this dial you can select the different type of cabinets, and then with this one you can also select the mic position, so if it's more close to the edge of the speaker or to the center of the speaker. Then you have a high and low, if you want to reduce the volume basically of the signal. A line in input. Speaker level is where you connect your cabinet output from your Bluguitar amp. And then also a speaker through. You can use this with a real speaker if you want. Simply connect the speaker to this, and you can hear your sound through the actual speaker. On the side here we have the XLR out and also the line out. I'm gonna quickly show you my setup now. So I started from my trusted Gibson Les Paul Custom into the Bluguitar amp, into the input, and then from there the speaker output 16 ohm into the BLUBOX speaker in, and then from there XLR out into my Focusrite interface and to record into Logic. So basically it's a really simple setup. Okay, so here is what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna show you all the different sounds that you can get out of this little box. I'm gonna just use two channels on the Bluguitar, which are my favorite. So the clean channel and the classic channel. And then I'm gonna just rotate the dial on here and show you all the different guitar cabinets. And I'm also gonna move the dial to the edge and then the center of the speaker, so you can hear all the different nuances.